Hello, and welcome to Exercise 1 here for Language Study. In this one, we're really just concerned about locating the subject, whatever is taking the action of the verb, and determining what the verb is and whether or not it's an action verb or a linking verb. So what I'm going to do is I've chosen 5 to demonstrate for you, and then after I've demonstrated those 5, you can choose 10 of your own to practice on. When I demonstrate, please put the answers in your own packet. I'm going to start with number 1. Scholars recognize Alsace as Bertoldi's birthplace. I first ask myself, what is the verb? What is the action being done in this sentence? The only verb that has any sort of action to it is recognize. So I'm going to double underline my verb. Who or what is recognizing? Scholars. Scholars are my subject. Now I have to determine if this is an action verb or a linking verb. Well, an action verb can be a mental exercise, which is what recognizing is. It doesn't have to be something like jumping. And I know that recognize is not one of my linking verbs, so I'm going to label this AV for action verb. Number 2, let's take a look at this one. His mother raised him in Paris. I'm going to start again with the verb. Is there a word that is the action in this sentence? And well, yes. Raised. So who raised? It's his mother. His mother is the one who did the raising. So she is the subject of the sentence. And I ask myself again, is this an action verb or a linking verb? Well, raising somebody is an action. Okay? We will see something a little bit different with numbers 5 and 8. That's why I've chosen those. So that's where I'm skipping to. Number 5. However, today, as in 1834, it is part of France. There's a lot of stuff in this sentence, and I kind of know to not pay attention to it because it's set apart with all these commas. However isn't going to be a subject. Today isn't going to be a subject or verb. And as in 1834 is another thing that's set apart with a comma. It's not a subject or a verb. So the only part of the sentence I'm going to worry about right now is it is part of France. Well, I recognize is. Is a form of the verb to be, and that is always a linking verb. So I ask myself then, what is part of France? It. It's the subject. Is the linking verb. Number 8. He seemed genuinely attracted to sculpture. I don't have things to kind of eliminate this time because there's no like phrases offset by commas. But I ask myself, what is happening in this sentence? And the thing that's happening is that something seemed genuinely attracted to sculpture. Who was genuinely attracted to sculpture? He. Seemed is one of those special verbs that is always a linking verb. And sometimes that's just looking at your list and memorizing them. Again, that's in your packet. Seemed is one of those linking verbs. Let's do one more example. I've selected number 16 down here at the bottom. The town, Colmar, wanted a large statue to commemorate a local hero. It's really tempting to pick Colmar as the subject here, but because it is offset by commas, it's not going to be. I'm just going to delete it so I don't get distracted by it. So what is happening in this sentence? A town wants a statue. Wanted is the verb. It's the action being done in the sentence. What wanted a large statue? The town, not Colmar. Colmar is there to tell us what town. So, that is an action verb. If you still have questions, you might watch this video again, or if there's a particular question that you get stuck on, that's the time to ask me. At this point, though, you should choose 10 of your own to take a look at. If you feel like you need more practice, you should do all 15 remaining. Once you've done that, you're ready to move on to the next video and exercise 2.